This is Andi Purewal, Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Take two. I'm joined by Skye Nicolson. Skye, apologies for that. My lead wasn't pushed all the way in, but as I was saying, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. How is life? How are things going?
Oh, everything's good. Fight week feels, always good vibes. Excited to go 4-0 this weekend.
You just said fight week feels. It seems like every week's fight week feels for yourself.
It has felt a bit like that. It's obviously been a very active 3 months since obviously turning over, but no, absolutely loving it, and yeah, very excited for the weekend.
Was it always the plan to be as active and as busy as what you are, Skye, or is it maybe you pushed yourself more so than what you initially thought you would do?
We definitely did want to have an active start, but we thought 3 fights in this first little block, but managed to sneak one extra one in, and very happy about that. I feel like we've made some great progress in the gym, and I want to put that on show.
Talk about your opponent, Gabriella Bouvier. What do you know about her? What are you expecting from her?
She's a well-seasoned pro. She's had 26, I think, pro fights, and she's been in big title fights. She's done those long rounds. She's like I said, well-seasoned, experience, and I think it's going to be a really good test for me to see where I'm at. Like I said, we want to assess it fight by fight to see where I'm at and make sure that we're moving at the right pace. And I think this is the perfect fight for me right now.
You dropped your last opponent in the final round, in the final few seconds of that fight. Is it playing on your mind to want to kind of build on that and look to put in even more of an emphatic performance and try and get that first stoppage now? Has it been something you've been thinking about?
Definitely. I feel like obviously moving to 8 rounds for this fight instead of 6, I think it's really good for me. I think the later rounds are going to be my better rounds, and it's where we'll see probably me finishing the job before the end of the fight. I feel like I only just start building momentum by about round 4, so to have that extra time, I'm excited for that.
I mean, this obviously been a talking point as to whether or not 3-minute rounds should be introduced to the female side to the sport, especially given your last fight. If you'd have had another 60 seconds, I'm sure you'd have thought you would have got the job done. Is this something you thought about? Are you open to 3-minute rounds?
I'm definitely open to 3-minute rounds. I feel like it definitely suits my style better, but I understand the 2-minute rounds with the women, and I feel like I'm adjusting and adapting my style to better suit the 2-minute rounds. But yeah, I'm a patient fighter. 3-minute rounds definitely works for me, but I'm happy doing the 2s as well.
Obviously, I know activity is going to be key for you moving forward. Are you going to take a little break after this?
I am taking a little break after this one. I'm going home for about 6 weeks back to Australia, so I'm very excited for that, and I'm excited to then come back to camp refreshed and ready to go again.
So what will be the plan for the second half of the year when you do look to get back into the ring, Skye?
I would like to potentially fight in my first title fight before the end of the year, so 10 rounds. I'm excited for that, and hopefully a show in Australia and get to box in front of my home crowd. So very exciting second half of the year planned.
People talk about kind of the maybe lack of depth at the highest level in female sports, so it's maybe a bit easier to work your way into a position for a world title. When you look at yourself and your career and how active you've been, Skye, I know it's still early stages, but how far away do you feel world honours might be for yourself, especially if you maintain this level of activity in the second half of the year?
I think world title level is definitely where I belong. We're trying to move at the right pace, and like I said, assessing it fight by fight, but I definitely see myself fighting in a world title fight in the next 12 months.
Right, Skye, I'll leave that there now, and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day and your time here in Cardiff. Thank you for speaking to me.
Thank you.